In a sport where excellence is a constant, any sign of weakness can generate great repercussions. And that's exactly what is happening behind the scenes at Red Bull after the below-expected performance at the recent Dutch GP. The team, which has dominated Formula One with authority in recent years, now faces a challenging phase which has not gone unnoticed, especially by Jos Verstappen, father of three-time world champion Max Verstappen. Max, accustomed to crossing the finish line in first position, found himself in an unusual scenario when finishing the Dutch GP in second place, fighting against a RB20 that looked more like an indomitable bull than a precision machine. Although a podium is cause for celebration for many, for the Verstappen family, the feeling was one of disappointment and frustration. Jos, never shy about expressing his opinions, made harsh criticism of the current situation of Red Bull, exposing a scenario that few would have imagined possible for the Austrian team. In an interview with the newspaper De Telegraaf, Jos Verstappen did not mince words when commenting on what he called crisis at Red Bull. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I will say it anyway. The fact that you have to go back to the car from earlier this year shows that things are not going well, said Jos, noting that the decision to return to a previous car configuration is a clear indication that something is seriously wrong within the team. For him, the difficulties faced by his son in recent GPs reflect a larger problem, which goes beyond the track. Indeed, the performance of Red Bull in recent races has raised the red alert within the team. McLaren, one of the main rivals, took the opportunity to narrow the points gap to just 30, threatening the lead that Red Bull had worked so hard to build. This closeness in the Builders' Championship is a sign that the Torino dominance may be being eroded, something Jos, as a zealous and experienced father, could not ignore. For Max, who has not won a race since the Spanish GP before the August break, the 5-game series without wins is a psychological and technical challenge. Even though he dropped from second place at Zandvoort, a feat his father called a miracle, the Dutchman had to fight hard to stay competitive. The frustration is palpable, and the pressure for Red Bull to regain its winning pace only increases. Jos Verstappen makes it clear that despite Max's efforts, without the right tools, the three-time world champion could face a tricky season's remainder. The possible fall in Red Bull's hegemony may not just be temporary, but a sign that the other teams are finally catching up with the Austrians. The big question is, will Red Bull be able to reverse this situation and return to the top? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a new era in Formula One, where other teams start dictating the pace? Leave your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow all the updates and debates about the world of Formula One.